I learned this hard lesson so you don't have to. Part whatever, I don't know. One of the worst parts about this whole relationship that should have never began in the first place was that when we would fight, it wasn't just a normal fight. Like, it was like we were adversaries. I didn't want it to be like that, but it was like he just saw red. No, he saw black. Not literally. But no, like his eyes would go black. Like it was actually genuinely terrifying. I'm not even kidding. Like I was scared. I was scared when this man would get angry because he just like he would casually talk about places he would, bury people if he had to, just like drop it too casually as if he thought way too hard about it. And shit, it was starting to feel like I was going to be one of those people at some point if I pissed him off enough. Like when we would fight, from my perspective, I wanted to reach an understanding. I wanted to reach clarity. I didn't want to fight. Like, yeah, maybe I was upset, but hold on. Maybe I was upset, but I wanted, at the end of the day, I wanted us to reach understanding in a compassionate way. This man wanted to battle royale. Like I wasn't a human being when we fought. I was just someone he wanted to annihilate. Like it just, literally, that's what I felt like. I was being emotionally annihilated every time we would fight. And, like, he would always, no matter how hard I would try to reach understanding or be civil, he would find a way to escalate it and like, make it worse. Like, he would find a way to keep it going. And then he would start, like, saying things that didn't even make sense. Like, he would just bring up other things that had nothing to do with what we were talking about, as if to just keep the fight going. Just for shits and giggles, just to keep saying that energy. And like I think in those moments, as he was doing that, he was quite literally breaking me down, because in my head I'm trying to discuss. I'm not trying to yell too. Like, I'm trying to discuss and have a discussion. But then he would bring out the worst in me, and like I would start to like scream and yell back. But like at this point, I'm just like crying. I'm not even mad. I'm just crying and screaming and throwing up, because like I'm just trying to like fight for my life here and not even get my point across. I'm just trying to reach an understanding, and he didn't want that. He just wanted to keep fighting, and it would get to the point where I would just give up, because you can't just fight with someone who doesn't want to reach an understanding. It's not, and there's no winning that. No one is supposed to win a fight. You're supposed to come to an understanding, some kind of common ground, something, a happy medium, anything. No, that never happened. I don't know if I could do my eyebrows while doing this. Hold on. And then like as he was doing this, like I would just give up, because I wasn't being heard. He wasn't understanding anything I was saying. He wasn't even trying to. So yeah, I would just give up in the middle of a fight and just like cry profusely and go in the other room, because like what else am I supposed to do? You can't reason with crazy. You can't reason with someone who doesn't want to be reasoned with. And like he did that on purpose. This man was actively trying to break me down for months, and I didn't even realize it until I was already a shell of myself. It was really hard to confront myself with this, because it's like, wait a minute. I made the decision to move in with you. No one held me at gunpoint and told me I had to move in with you. I did that on my own. I chose to uproot my life, thinking that you were worth it, and you never were, and I had to learn that the hard way. And that sucks. Especially when my friends, like, he did end up meeting my friends at the time. And like my friends started to isolate me too, because they started to see how unhealthy he was. And especially when I would tell them about him wanting to charge me for half the mortgage, and like things that like I shouldn't be financially responsible for. Like instead of like, I don't know, being there for me and like wanting to support me, and like honestly, it was really only one friend in particular that actually just like totally left me because they just did not want to deal with this situation. They were recognizing that I was a complete shell of myself, and they kind of like, my friend like was getting really angry with me for like allowing this to happen, because like I did make the decision to just do that. This video is already way too long. I think I'm nearing the end of the story, so I'll catch you in the next part, whatever part that is.